Hi, I'm Emily Massey, a registered dietitian nutritionist on the Healthy Living team at Giant Food. This video is all about our top-rated, nutrient-rich, disease-preventing, and functional foods, what you might call superfoods. Although today we're going to be focusing on specific foods that promote overall health, our team is always here to support you in whatever your goals may be. Maybe managing diabetes, maintaining your heart health, eating on a budget, or just finding new ways to try something new. We offer a wide variety of services that you can access on our website or in the notes below this video. Okay, let's move on. This session is going to be about 30 minutes long and includes supporting materials and references like a shopping list, meal plan, and recipe ideas. I'll go over all those at the end. So let's get started. So starting off, what are superfoods? Well, I've got some good news and I've got some bad news. I'll start with the bad news. The term superfood is actually more of a marketing term that's used to influence food trends and sell products. And while many products labeled as superfoods are quite nutrient rich and actually very beneficial, there's just as many that carry the term that are not. And this happens because there's no definition or set of criteria that are used to determine if something is a superfood. But there is some good news, remember. There is a consensus among nutrition professionals that there are some foods that are more nutrient dense than others. They provide key health benefits like lowering cancer or heart disease risk. They improve the immune system. They contain more than one important nutrient, and they have benefits beyond simply just being healthy. In short, we're looking for that total package, and we have 12 foods that we believe do that. We even have 5 that are trending and we're going to keep our eye on, so we're going to discuss those too. Research shows that dietary habits influence disease risk. We know that certain nutrients impact health negatively. That's things like sodium and saturated fat and added sugars. We also know that certain nutrients impact health positively. Those are things like vitamins and minerals. These are essential nutrients that your body needs, but can't manufacture on its own in sufficient amounts. Acting together, they perform hundreds of roles in your body, like shoring up your bones, healing wounds, and bolstering the immune system. They are essential for living as they keep your body healthy and functional and protect you from a variety of diseases. Antioxidants and carotenoids and flavonoids protect your cells against damage that may otherwise lead to disease. Research shows prolonged exposure to oxidative stress can increase your risk for chronic health issues like cancer, inflammation, cardiovascular disease, neurological disorders, and even premature aging. Fiber not only keeps our digestive tract running properly so that we absorb essential nutrients, it also helps us maintain a healthy weight, lower our risk of diabetes, lower our risk of heart disease and some types of cancer, regulate the body's use of our sugars and blood glucose levels, and enhances our gut health and the microbiota that supports our immune system. Fiber might be a super nutrient. Then we have omega-3s. They're a group of unsaturated fatty acids that your body needs for many functions, especially for your eyes and your brain to work correctly. Research shows that omega-3s improve cognitive function, reducing risk of Alzheimer's disease and dementia, lowering the risk of heart attack and stroke, reducing the incidence of some types of cancers, and even helps eye conditions like age-related macular degeneration. Finally, probiotics. Probiotics are those good bacteria that's touted to help maintain digestive health and boost your immune system. Research has shown that probiotics may also boost mood and cognitive function by influencing the gut-brain axis, which is that communication between your nervous system in the digestive tract and your central nervous system. Our superfoods today are rich in several of these super nutrients and provide key health benefits beyond just being healthy. So let's get to that list, which is presented in no particular order. All right, so we're going to start off with cruciferous vegetables. These are things like cauliflower, broccoli, and Brussels sprouts. They have a wide variety of vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. They contain glucosinolates, which have been shown to promote immune health by suppressing inflammation, activating immune defenses, and inducing death in infected cells. Plus, these veggies pack an array of vitamins and nutrients for recovery They're full of antioxidants and phytonutrients, including the antioxidant sulforaphane, which has been shown in studies to possess anti-cancer properties. The highest amount is going to be found in broccoli and broccoli sprouts. So here's a super tip to add more cruciferous vegetables to your diet. Keep a frozen medley of them in your freezer, add them to stir fries, soups, and casseroles, and of course, they are excellent as a side dish. Dark leafy greens like kale, Swiss chard, collard greens, turnip greens, or spinach are an excellent source of nutrients. They're going to provide folate, zinc, calcium, iron, magnesium, vitamin C, and fiber. Dark leafy greens can reduce your risk of chronic illnesses, including heart disease and type 2 diabetes, and they contain high levels of anti-inflammatory compounds known as carotenoids, which may protect against certain types of cancer. Research shows that certain polyphenols, including the antioxidant quercetin that's concentrated in green leafy vegetables, may actually help suppress the production of inflammatory proteins. So again, that super tip to add more dark leafy greens to your diet: buy a container of pre-washed greens, add them to soups, salads, smoothies, stir fries, curries, or saute them as a side. Next up, berries. We got raspberries, blueberries, blackberries, cranberries. These are nutritional powerhouses of vitamins, minerals, fiber, and antioxidants. These are associated with skin health, with reduced risk of heart disease, cancer, diabetes, and other inflammatory conditions. They're packed with polyphenols that contain antifungal and antimicrobial properties and contain the flavonoid anthocyanin, which is responsible for berries' vibrant colors. Of note, raspberries get a little special shout out here because they have the most fiber and are a rich sort of lactic acid, a polyphenol that is reported as having neuroprotective properties. So your super tip to adding more berries to your diet is to look for a frozen medley and add them into your morning yogurt or cereal, add them into a smoothie, or just eat them plain as a snack. Spices have been widely valued for centuries, both for their healing properties and, of course, their flavor. And there's now mounting evidence that spices do indeed have numerous health benefits. And although all spices are rich in antioxidants and other potential benefits, ginger, turmeric, and cinnamon top the list. Ginger and turmeric are both rhizomes, a type of root structure that is available fresh, powdered, or in oil form. In fact, they're two of the most extensively studied ingredients in herbal medicine. Ginger contains the antioxidant gingerol, appropriately named, and is touted for its effectiveness in managing nausea. Think about ginger ale. It's also really touted for reducing pain from acute and chronic inflammation. It's also been studied for its ability to reduce the risk of chronic illnesses like heart disease, dementia, and certain cancers. Turmeric contains the antioxidant curcumin. It's known for its brightly colored yellow hue, and it too has potent antioxidant and anti-inflammatory effects, and may be effective in treating and preventing chronic diseases like cancer, heart disease, and diabetes. It also may aid in wound healing and pain reduction. And fun fact, it's what gives mustard its bright yellow appearance. Finally, we have cinnamon. Made from the bark of a tree, cinnamon contains large amounts of highly potent polyphenol antioxidants and other beneficial compounds. In fact, on the ORAC scale, which measures and rates the antioxidant content of food, cinnamon always lands in the top 20 accessible foods with the highest amount of antioxidants. And that's out of all foods, beverages, herbs, and spices. So that's a pretty impressive feat. Cinnamon research has shown that it can help fight inflammation, lower cholesterol, and lower triglycerides in the blood. Research also shows that it can lower blood sugar by several mechanisms, including by slowing the breakdown of carbs in your digestive tract and improving insulin sensitivity. My super tip is to use ginger and turmeric in all its forms, fresh or powdered. And I also recommend trying something new, specifically Asian or Indian style cooking, which uses both spices in delicious new ways. Cinnamon is great added to sliced apples, into your coffee, or your morning oatmeal. Now, before we move on to the next food, I want to recognize that all spices are a super opportunity for lowering our intake of those less than super nutrients. I'm talking salt, saturated fat, and added sugar. Research shows that spices are an excellent opportunity and can enhance the flavor of meals and make them more beneficial to our health. Our recipe collection for this presentation is packed with spices, so definitely check that out and try something new. Next up, we have nuts and seeds. Things like pistachios, walnuts, pepitas, or pumpkin seeds, chia seeds, and flax seeds. These are rich in fiber, vegetarian protein, and heart-healthy fats. And they pack various plant compounds with anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties, which protect against oxidative stress. Research indicates that eating nuts and seeds can have a protective effect against heart disease and can help with weight loss when you include it in a balanced diet. Of note, flaxseed and chia seeds are rich in alpha-linoleic acid, or ALA, which is a plant-based omega-3 fatty acid that helps fight inflammation. Flax seeds also contain lignans, which are anti-cancer and antioxidant properties, and chia seeds are rich in fiber and a good source of protein. So for your super tip, add nuts and seeds to salad to get a little bit of crunch, or add to the top of your oatmeal or yogurt. Nuts and seeds are also freezer safe, so you can buy them when they're on sale, keep them in your freezer for up to a year for freshness. Legumes or pulses are a class of plant foods made up of beans, including soy, lentils, peas, peanuts, and alfalfa. They're rich in B vitamins, minerals, protein, and fiber. Research indicates that they may offer several health benefits, including improved type 2 diabetes management, reduced blood pressure, and reduced cholesterol. Eating legumes regularly may also promote healthy weight maintenance due to their ability to improve your feelings of fullness. They're one of the richest sources of fiber, offering 8 grams per half cup, which is great because high fiber diets are associated with better digestion, improved gut bacteria, better metabolic health due to that improved insulin sensitivity, and a decreased risk of colorectal cancer. The fiber that's found in beans, soluble fiber, also works to lower your LDL, which is your bad cholesterol. So they're heart healthy too. Beans are also super versatile. They can be used in sweet and savory dishes. They're affordable and they're sustainable. So my super tip is to add them to meat mixture for chili or stews as a meat extender, or try something new and make your own bean dip or hummus using canned beans. Next up, avocados. Now, I know most people generally think of these as a vegetable, but they're actually a fruit. And to be specific, they're a berry. They offer the highest amount of healthy fats, calories, and protein of any fruit. And they also boast a fair share of fiber, potassium, magnesium, B vitamins like folate, vitamin E, and carotenoids. Avocado is high in monounsaturated fat, which is linked to reduce inflammation in your body and may even reduce your risk of heart disease, diabetes, metabolic syndrome, and certain types of cancer. And my favorite fact is that one avocado contains about 13.5 grams of fiber, which is nearly half of the 28 to 34 grams per day recommended. Easy. So your super tip to add more avocado to your diet is to use it in everything. Top it on your toast, your tomato soup, your salads, your smoothies. You can even store it in the fridge to prolong its life, or freeze it sliced or chopped. Garlic is a good source of antioxidants, manganese, vitamin C, vitamin B6, selenium, and fiber. And although it's a popular culinary ingredient, it's also been used for its medicinal benefits for centuries. Research indicates that garlic may be effective in reducing cholesterol and blood pressure, and also supports your immune function. The sulfur-containing compounds in garlic may even play a role in preventing certain types of cancer. Now, for those with high cholesterol, garlic appears to actually help to reduce the total, or LDL, again, that's the bad cholesterol, and cause significant reductions in blood pressure in people who have existing high blood pressure. Garlic is also high in inulin, which is a soluble fiber that's used as food by your gut's good bacteria. And as we know, a healthy gut, it is in and of itself disease preventing. Here's my super tip. The finer you chop or mince or puree, the more intense the garlic flavor. If you're looking for a more subtle flavor, sliver the cloves or saute them whole in olive oil. If you buy a jar and won't use them quickly, you can freeze it in small portions and add to your recipes as needed. Salmon is a highly nutritious fish. It's packed with healthy fats, protein, B vitamins, potassium, and selenium. It's one of the best sources of omega-3 fatty acids, which are known for a variety of health benefits like reducing inflammation. Including salmon in your diet may also lower your risk of heart disease and diabetes and help you maintain a healthy weight. My super tip is you can choose fresh, frozen, or canned salmon. It all counts. And know that wild or farm raised are both good options. At Giant, all of our seafood is sustainably sourced, so that is a super tip for the planet. Next up, olive oil. Olive oil is a natural oil extracted from the fruit of olive trees and one of the mainstays of the Mediterranean diet. Its biggest claims to health are its high levels of monounsaturated fatty acids and polyphenolic compounds. Adding olive oil to your diet may reduce inflammation and your risk of certain illnesses like heart disease or diabetes. Olive oil also contains antioxidants like vitamin E and vitamin K, which can protect against cellular damage from oxidative stress. Super tip, use olive oil in place of butter or margarine in your pasta or rice dishes. Drizzle a little over vegetables, use it as a salad dressing, or go for olive oil when you're sauteing. Kefir, much like its sibling yogurt, is a fermented, probiotic-rich dairy product that has live active cultures like lactobacillus, L. acidophilus, L. bulgaricus, and S. thermophilus. Kefir is similar to yogurt, but it has a thinner consistency and it's typically more probiotic-full than yogurt. Like yogurt, kefir contains protein, calcium, B vitamins, and potassium. Now, both kefir and yogurt are fermented, probiotic-rich foods that have several associated health benefits, like reducing cholesterol, lowering blood pressure, improving digestion, and has anti-inflammatory effects. Though kefir is traditionally made from cow's milk, it's typically well tolerated by people with lactose intolerance due to the fermentation of the lactose by bacteria. However, there are also non-dairy kefirs made from coconut milk, rice milk, or coconut water. Super tips, kefir is available plain or flavored, and it's a great substitution for milk in recipes. It's also a great base for smoothies. When purchasing flavored kefirs, just watch out and be mindful for those added sugars. Green tea is a lightly caffeinated beverage that's rich in antioxidants and polyphenolic compounds, which have strong anti-inflammatory effects and help prevent cell damage and provide other health benefits. Green tea also has functional ingredients that may combine to improve brain function and cognitive health. Green tea also seems to be linked with a lower cognitive impairment in middle and older aged people. There's also some evidence of a relationship between drinking green tea and less chance of certain cancers. So my super tip to include more green tea in your diet, green tea counts as hydration. So it's a great option, especially if you have a hard time drinking water throughout the day, especially during those cooler months. So consider swapping your coffee out for tea. Odds are you'll lower your added sugar, and maybe you'll even drink iced green tea in place of those sugar-sweetened beverages. Now, at the beginning, I promised a few super interesting foods as well. Ones that sound promising and may even be called superfoods by some. So let's start off with adaptogens. Adaptogens are also referred to as functional foods. As a rule, foods are called adaptogenic when they help our bodies respond to stress, but these foods also have other health-promoting values and properties. Adaptogens are usually going to be plants or plant parts, so they could be roots, stems, leaves, the whole plant, or plant extractives. Cordyceps and lion's mane are both mushrooms. Most adaptogenic ingredients are new to Western culture, particularly the ones that aren't used in food. But despite their newness in our culture, they've been used in Eastern healing practices like traditional Chinese medicine for millennia. While there are many adaptogens, the most common ones you're going to find in the grocery store are teas, coffees, and supplements. I'll include the food sources on the Superfoods shopping list, so definitely check that out. And of course, turmeric, which we already talked about, is on that list. Nootropics are substances that claim to boost cognitive function and brain performance. Some of the potential uses for nootropics include increased creativity, better memory and learning, and improved concentration. As you can see, many of these are already incorporated into some of the 12 highlighted foods we talked about today, like caffeine and L-theanine, which is in green tea, creatinine, which is in salmon, and omega-3 fatty acids, which are found in salmon and chia seeds. Sea vegetables or seaweed is a super interesting food that we're really starting to learn more about. Preliminary studies are showing health benefits related to weight loss, lowered blood pressure, improved heart health, as well as anti-inflammatory and antiviral properties due to the presence of phytonutrients. Early research is indicating that folic acid, which is present in most seaweed varieties, can help to lower your risk of colon cancer and estrogen-related cancers like breast cancer. There are over 30 eligible species of algae on the market today. They're broadly classified into 3 major categories: red, green, and brown algae, and they're going to be found in a wide variety of forms on the shelf, including dried sheets, snack packs, flakes, or noodles. Again, you may see these foods coined as superfoods, and they do have many beneficial properties, but for now, we're just going to call them super interesting. Now, we've talked a lot of specifics, but let's take a step back and look at the big picture. Though many foods can be described as super, it's really important to understand that there's no single food that holds the key to good health or disease prevention. A healthy eating pattern requires many components and looks different for everyone. We all have different preferences, different cooking abilities, and different budgets. But what we do know is that a balanced meal based on My Plate standards is one of the best ways to promote long-term health. And if some of those superfoods make it to your plate, then all the better. We've talked a lot about the most nutrient-dense, most health-promoting foods available, but there are a lot more than just these 12 healthy foods at the grocery store to choose from. So the last thing I want to share with you is a super tool to finding the most nutrient-dense and healthy foods in store, and that's Guiding Stars. This nutrition guidance program reads the labels and evaluates recipes in our in-store magazine so you don't have to. Products and recipes receive 1, 2, or 3 stars based on credits for the things we want more of in our diet, like fiber, vitamins, or minerals, all those super nutrients we talked about, and debits for the not so super things, like saturated fat, sodium, or added sugar. The more stars, the healthier the item. The program is also available as an app, so you can use it to scan products if you don't see a tag. You can find Guiding Star rated products in every category in the grocery store to help you find the most nutrient-dense options. Guiding Stars can be found on the price tag, on product descriptions when you shop online, and on recipes in our Savory magazine. This concludes today's session. Thank you for trusting the Giant Food Healthy Living team in your journey to find better for you foods that promote long-term health. Today's video is your first step. Your next step is to utilize the resources provided in the notes below, where you'll find a superfoods recipe collection and other resources like our podcast, which will support everything that you've learned here today. There's even an option to follow up on social media for daily tips and inspiration on a wide variety of healthy living topics. You can also email us for a copy of this class, a shopping list, and a variety of other resources. And I invite you to stay connected. We offer a wide variety of free services, including store tours, consultations, cook-alongs, and more, all of which you can access on giantfood.com/healthyliving or in the notes section of this video. I highly suggest a store tour to see these foods we talked about today up close and in person. We've taken the philosophy that health is for everyone. It's the little things we do every day that add up. So start today. Big or small, just start today. Thanks again. Reach out with any questions, and most of all, stay well.